Anywho. Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday. No, crap. It's Monday, February, I don't know, 8th? February 8th. I'm on my way to the hospital. I have my lunch, my breakfast packed in the car. I already have my 2 cups of coffee. Yay. Look familiar? It should. 2 points worth of fiber 1 point worth of unsweetened almond milk, and a banana sitting in the hospital room eating. Ridiculously boring 5-point lunch. It was 3 for the flatbread, which is by Flat Out, 1 for the turkey, and then I just have mustard and lettuce and tomato inside, and 2 points worth of pop chips. It was the best I could pull together this morning on my way out the door. I am leaving the hospital. Let's see. My dad has to have another surgery this afternoon. If I had known that before I started driving here, it's like a 35-minute drive just to drive to the hospital. When I add in parking in this crazy nut house known as the medical center and walking from my parking place, I mean, it's a good 45-50 minutes from door to door. So I was almost here when I found out he had surgery. He was going to have surgery this afternoon. So if I had known that before I left the house, I would have flipped my morning and my afternoon. But I have work I need to do at the house. The kind of work I do, I can do some of it remotely, like wandering around with my laptop, but mostly I need to be at home because of broadband speed and access to certain other pieces of technology like my other monitor. So I'm headed home, and my sister's going to come up here and just keep me posted. I'll be back here in the morning. I ate my lunch actually a little bit later than I ate my breakfast late too. By the time I finally got organized with breakfast, it was like 9. So I had my lunch at 12. I had gone down to the cafeteria to get my stepmother a couple of things, and so I bought this apple, and I think I'm just going to nibble on this on the way home just to sort of have something to do. But yeah, headed out. I have not eaten very much today. Kind of a unintended circumstance more than anything. I ate lunch so late, which included the apple that I ate on the way home, that I still haven't eaten the snack that I originally packed to eat on the way home from the hospital, which is grapes and a cheese stick. So I'm going to save those. And right now I found these, I think I saw somebody else on YouTube, I'm sorry if I've forgotten who you are, said something about these. The Quaker Chocolate Crunch Rice Cakes, gluten-free for those of you all following. I like rice cakes. I think they kind of get a bad rap, but I can see also why people don't like them. But since I've cut so much sugar and sweet stuff out of my diet in the last 3 years, I find this to be a perfectly acceptable kind of snacky, almost sweet thing. I did make up, and I think these are 2 points. But they might be 3. I scanned it with the app at the store yesterday. No, that was Saturday. And they popped up as 3, but in the database, they're 2. So I'm going to run the stats just to make sure, and I'll let you guys know in a caption. I also bought the Jif peanut powder. I normally buy PB2, and right now I do have the chocolate peanut butter powder from PB2. But the Jif is a lot cheaper, so I decided to try it. I had seen some things online about how it's kind of not very sweet, and I thought, well, that's okay, because I don't like things super sweet, but I definitely see what people are talking about. The difference between Jif and the PB2 brand is pretty significant taste-wise. In fact, I'm not positive I'm going to finish this out. I did throw in, because it kind of tastes a little weird, a little Splenda to see if I can hopefully make this an acceptable alternative. I also have a latte for 1 point. So this is either a 5-point snack or a 4-point snack. Like I said, I will verify that for you guys. I will eat my other snack, the grapes and the cheese, either before we go out to dinner or before I work on making dinner. And I'm kind of not feeling like cooking, which is kind of sad, but I was in the kitchen all day yesterday just getting stuff ready for the week and prepping and doing some other things. So I might see if my husband is willing to go maybe go grab some sushi. And then I'll reserve this for tomorrow night. So either way, I'll have the grapes and the cheese before dinner, but you'll see that later. Okay, I finally got my freaking kitchen cleaned up. It had been neglected since I ran out the door at 6:30 this morning, so it had a coffee pot and dishes from when I made my husband breakfast and just junk everywhere. So, oh, and I was backed up because I hadn't even emptied the dishwasher that had already run. Just a freaking mess. Anyway, all cleaned up, nice and neat. I'm kind of a neat freak. It's the way I like it. So I'm going to eat this long neglected snack that I've talked about probably twice already today. Grapes for 0, 1 Melba toast for 1, and then this reduced fat Sargento Colby Jack cheese stick for 2 points. So 3-point snack. And 5:30-ish, so my husband doesn't get off till 6. I'm just trying to think. So another hour and a half until maybe 2 hours until dinner. I can live with that. We love sushi. There are 2 sushi places we like to go. One is one we go to for happy hour on Sundays or in the evenings, and the other we go to when we're outside of the happy hour. This is the one that we go to when we're outside the happy hour. So I had this Japanese onion soup for 1 point, and then edamame for 3 points. And then I'm never really sure how to count these rolls when we get them. This one is a little bit lightly fried. Of course, we split it. And then the other one has some cream cheese and jalapeno in it. And he actually eats more sushi than I do. So I ended up just deciding to count the whole evening as the rest of my points, just to make it easier. 13, 14 points worth of food, so that's the easiest thing to do. We come home and there's my husband eating ice cream, so I decided to have an unsweetened applesauce for 0 and a nice glass of hot tea. This one is the rum raisin biscotti, so it's kind of like having a drink without.